I'm not late, goof ass. We still got like 15 minutes. Look at Ryan Donato, man. So inspirational. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? How we doing? How we doing, chat? Boots on ground, guy fam. Let's go. You already know how we coming. How is everyone? I hope you are all doing well on this Sunday evening. Sunday evening. We've got a couple games this week. Tuesday, Thursday. Kings tonight. How do we feel about the game tonight? I won't lie to you guys. I expressed this before the Tampa Bay game. I do feel like, this group is kind of due for a loss. This team's kind of due for a loss. Aren't the advanced analytics like not great as far as like this being maintainable? Maybe not like I think the compete level, I think the closeness of games will be maintainable. Just we're getting a few more saves than expected, and I think we're scoring a little bit more than expected. That doesn't mean that like is definitely going to stop, but I don't know. I see the team obviously went out and partied this weekend. This was their Halloween. I think they probably went out on Friday. A couple days off after a big win. You're back home sleeping in your own bed. Then you go out, party. I could see a slow start. I could see a. If there was a gun in my head and I had to predict who's winning this hockey game, I would pick the LA Kings. I hope I'm wrong. But easy win. Kings suck. I have the same feeling. We're due a loss, but I could also see us get brought back down to earth. Don't jinx this. I'm not jinxing it. I'm actually doing quite the opposite. Jinxing would be me saying that this team is definitely winning this game and this team never loses this game. Why did this just get louder? Benny's commercial, loud as shit, man. Fit check, Unk. All right, I pretty much wear the same pair of jorts every time. I literally just changed like 3 minutes ago into this fit, because I was just recording a video that will be coming out tomorrow. I just recorded an Anton Frundell tape review that will be dropping tomorrow on this channel. Very exciting stuff. I've got a lot to say about that video and about the whole thing, but I had to change, and so I got this Canada. I just spilled some water, so it's not a stain. It's water right here, or right here. And then I got on some jorts. Fuck y'all know about this fit, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, homie? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's what we rocking today, fit-wise. That's what we rocking today, fit-wise. But yes, this process, man. These videos, the tape review videos, take me so long to make, and I did some of it yesterday. So I watched all the tape yesterday, and then for a couple hours, and then I downloaded all my clips, and did I edit them together yesterday or today? No, I think I just watched the tape and saved the clips yesterday, and then today I edited them all together, and prepared the intro, and then did the actual tape review, and then no, he's not, Dad. I dress way better than Marcus now. Marcus would tell you the same thing. He doesn't try anymore. So I recorded the whole video today. It took a while. It was like before I started editing, all the footage together was like 45 minutes. It wouldn't have been a 45-minute video because I would have taken a bunch of shit out. But it was a lot of content, is what I'm trying to say. And so I start editing. I edit the intro. I finish like the first part of the video, and then I am about to start working, and this, mind you, this was all about like an hour ago that this happened. I'm about to start working on the actual like tape review part, like, which was the longest part of the video. It was like 25 minutes long. I was about to start editing that. I realized that I accidentally bumped my mic. I'll raise this up so that you guys can see. This glowing button here is how you, so it's green. Right? So it's muted. I somehow, at some point in between like the intro segment part of the video and the actual tape review, I must have bumped that button and realized that I recorded 75% of the video without a microphone. And so I had to redo the entire thing. And so that's what I've been doing all day long. And so now the video is I shot it. I shot the whole video. It's finished. I just have to stop saying clock. They're still doing the anthem. Jesus Christ. And now I have to finish editing tonight, but I'm going to be posting that tomorrow. So that's what I did this weekend. I didn't really get up to much. I kind of just, made the Reichel vid on Friday after work. Then I played a little bit of Xbox. And then Saturday, I kind of was like, oh, I've got to make this video. And then I watched the tape for a couple hours and downloaded everything. And then it was like, well, I'm not going to go out now. I'm not going to do anything with my Saturday. So, and then today rolled around and I was like, all right, now I got to actually fucking make this video. And then it took a long time. And then I realized I'd recorded it muted. And I was pretty frustrated. So I'm really hoping for a Blackhawks dub. We are about to get underway. LA Kings, Chicago Blackhawks. Let's win this one, man. Let's win this one. Tyler Bertuzzi's out. I didn't even go and check the lines. I saw morning skate stuff, but with the 11-7 shit, you never know what's real and what's not. Is Sam Lafferty playing tonight? Okay, so it's Nazar, Donato, Teravainen. I love that second line. Green, Dickinson, Doc on the third line. And then Slaggert, Foligno. Oh, so still no Sam Lafferty. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well, we're underway. Jeez, I've got so much going on here. I also added a plugin to my OBS that records everything vertical while but I don't know if I need to record the whole fucking time. I don't want to record 3 hours. I don't know how any of this shit works. Goderbloom. Oh, is it Arvid in that? I'm an Arvid Soderblom supporter. I'm an Arvid fan of Soderblom. Soderblom in between the pipes. All right, hell yeah. Good for him getting a look. All right, Tavo sends it around. Here is Connor Murphy. Keeps play alive. Back to Teravainen, who shoots one on net. Oh, puck's still loose. Donato was net front there. Who's in net front? Who's in net for LA? Is it Darcy? I'm just soda. Hell yeah. All right, our first stoppage. Jeff Blashill. You've done miracles on me. You've done miracles on me. Knight needs a night off. Yeah, he deserved it. Honestly, it was a few days off. He probably could have played again tonight, but I think it's time to give Soda a start. Jonathan Quick. Oh, they got him back. All right, we got a dinosaur in net. We got 50-year-old Jonathan Quick in net for the LA Kings, so. Scott Darling, lives around me. I've seen him at this bar by my house a couple times. Nice forecheck there from Slaggert. Oh. Here's Slaggert behind the net. Plays one to Doc. Doc now looking for a pass. He's just going to backhand it up the wall. Dickinson now. Puck goes out of the zone. Foligno's going to hold. Anton Forsberg in net for the Kings. What the fuck? Patrick Waugh in net for the Kings. We need this W to make up for the Bears. Yeah, I had the Bears game on while I was making that video the whole time today, and that wasn't making my mental any better. I was just getting frustrated at the video making process. Then I was looking down and watching fucking Caleb not be able to do anything on offense. That football team loses if the defense doesn't create 3 turnovers. If the defense doesn't get 3 takeaways, that Bears team loses. They stink. There's a punt off. Oh, nice. Byfield kind of coughed that up there entering the zone. LaFerriere with a good look. Good save from Arvid Soderblom to get him into the game. Pretty uneventful first few minutes of this one. Yeah, a Blackhawks win would be very good for me right now. I feel like I have been taking some losses this weekend. I've been frustrated. This was like an angsty weekend for me. I swear Artie is a 28-year-old. He looks it. He looks a 28-year-old. He doesn't play like a 28-year-old. I'll tell you what, his decision-making out on the ice isn't that of a 28-year-old. Quentin Byfield's such a stud. He's something else. He's fantastic. I see shades of Frundell in Quentin Byfield though. We've got our own Quentin Byfield on the way by way of Djurgården, Sweden. It's because he's a Slavic man. I don't think Quentin Byfield is a Slavic man. Holy, drop the puck. All right, here's Laferriere. He's going to backhand one into the zone. Fiala tried to, Soderblom's pass caromed off the boards and out of play. I see. Shades of Hossa with Frendel. Yeah. Yeah, I see him. I see Frendel being a winger too. I don't even want to like consider him playing center. Like just hit the right when he touches down in North America, right when he gets over here, just be that big physical, powerful power forward on the wing for Bedard. Do a lot of that dirty work. I was so impressed watching the tape. I'm so impressed with Anton Frendel's forecheck. He's so good on the forecheck. And that really is the style of play. That Djurgården's team, they play Florida Panthers hockey. It was boring. Like, honestly, watching that tape was really boring because it's just so much dump and chase. Like, it's not visually pleasing hockey to watch. Someone's down in the corner. And, yeah, Nick Foligno's, like, checking on him. I can't tell who that is. Fogle? That guy's kind of a weenie. It's not good, though. He's, like, holding his arm kind of limp. That could be, like, shoulder. It's just an awkward collision. It's not, like, cheap or dirty or... Like, Foligno didn't even hit him that hard. Coach Sirianni didn't even hit him that hard, chat. Chat, Coach Sirianni didn't even hit him that hard. Frendel isn't slow. No, he's not. He's not slow. He's not slow. His skating was very impressive, actually, I thought. He's going to continue to get faster, I'd imagine. But he's a pretty fast skater. Tape review dropping tomorrow. You can watch it in that. I think you can always get faster, and I think if like that quick initial burst, I think he can work on, just being more explosive overall. But he's definitely got some speed with obviously not as explosive as Hossa was. Yeah. No. Lebowski's right. Like it's definitely it's something he should continue to work on without a doubt. But I definitely was not watching him today and yesterday thinking this is a slow player by any means, is what I'm saying. You play Xbox? I do. I play a lot of Xbox. And by a lot of Xbox, I mean I play Overwatch several times a week for many hours. If Frendel can grow into a Hossa role, he'll be terrifying. I think he's going to score 30 to 40 a year in the NHL. Oh, I forgot to fucking make that prediction. Dude, that's what sucks. Dude, and I was during that, I don't know, I guess hopefully the video turns out good. I just like, when I was making that cancer, it's bad turnover from Quick. That's not Jonathan Quick in net, yo. Who the fuck, what the fuck are you guys baiting me? What the fuck? Dumbasses. Oh, Dickinson, a wraparound. I don't trust anybody in my chat. Genuinely, I trust none of you. Oh, Doc. Dickinson from the point. Doc tipped one. Goes wide. That line's looking solid. That line's not looking bad at all. Where the fuck is this LA Kings team? Oh, it is Anton Forsberg. Oh, Bedard, 2-on-1! Oh, what a save. Damn it. Should have faked the pass, maybe. Got him looking. Yeah. No. You're right, eh. Oh, yes! Let's go! Let's go. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this team's just going to keep winning. Let's fucking go, Bedsy. Let's go, Bedsy. Oh, Connor Bedard. Oh, Connor Bedard. Woo! Mikheyev. Oh, what a weird play. What a weird goal. Oh my gosh. Oh, Connor Bedard. Oh, Connor Bedard. Ronnie's ex is at the game. Ronnie's ex is just everywhere. Ronnie's ex is Mrs. Worldwide. Let's go, man. 1-0 Blackhawks. Here they are again. Oh, Colton Dock is all over this game right now. It's like his third decent look. Someone asked me if I think that could Frank Nazar outscore Connor Bedard this year or outproduce Connor Bedard this year. My answer to that is yes. Because if anybody here is new to the channel or not familiar with some of my thoughts on these things, first of all, welcome, hello. Hit the subscribe button, join the crew of heathens that you have in this chat right here, this group of degenerates. It's a great bunch in chat. I think that Connor Bedard and Frank Nazar are both budding superstars. I think they're both going to be superstars in the NHL for a long time. And every other year or so, Leon Draisaitl will outscore Connor McDavid. It's not like we're not asking what's wrong with Connor McDavid because Leon Draisaitl outscored him. I'm not saying that Connor Bedard and Frank Nazar are Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. I am just saying that when you have teams with two superstars, sometimes the one that's maybe not as gifted offensively will outscore the other one just because they're both superstars. So yes, sorry, long-winded answer. Yes, I could see Frank Nazar outscoring Connor Bedard this year. Just because I think some of Nazar's tools were how do you put this? It's going to take less time for Frank Nazar. It took less time for Frank Nazar to get used to the NHL speed. Things 6 and 7 are going to be menaces for a long time. Yeah, they're different. Thing 6 and Thing 7. Well, chat, who is Thing 6 and who is Thing 7? And I have come around on Nazar. I don't think he'll be a superstar, but multiple-time All-Star, yes. All right. I love to see that. I love to see I'm getting Lebowski to come around on my boy. That's all right, Lebowski. I understand you're a skeptic. I get it. You're a bit of a nihilist, Mr. Lebowski. You will, as time goes on, as he continues to elevate play, I think we'll get you to eventually admit. Before it happens, I think you will eventually admit that you think he's going to be a superstar. That day has not come yet, but it will, I predict. Bedsy was 6 and Nazar was 7. Okay, all right. Because good to know. So when I start referring to Connor Bedard as Thing 6, just so you guys know, one of your 3 to 4 best forwards when you're hoisting the Stanley Cup, yeah. I mean, I agree with you there. He's dangerous off the rush. Who was the chick? It was Frank Nazar's girlfriend. Frank Nazar did couples costumes with Bedsy. No, Bedsy joined Frank Nazar's couple costume, realistically. I'm excited to see the second wave of prospects hit the NHL. So am I, man. So am I, especially after watching this front. Also, Frundell. Let's have this conversation right now. Djurgårdens played yesterday, and Anton Frundell was listed as the 13th forward, the extra player. He was the extra player. Extra player. Extra player. He was the 13th forward and played for 2 minutes only. He played for 2 minutes in the game yesterday. He had 5 shifts. I have no clue what the fuck that was all about. I addressed it in my Oh my gosh, I didn't say... Wait, did I say that? Was that in the intro? Dude, now I'm not remembering because I had to film the fucking video twice, so I don't remember if there are certain things that are the second time around in the video. Gosh, I gotta edit that tonight after this. This sucks. When are we gonna see thing 6 and thing 7 on the same line? Probably not till you're down a couple goals, and need a goal and aren't getting any, offense going. That's kind of last resort. I love having them drive their own lines. Oh, good look there for the Kings. Misses the net. Bedard line out there. Defensive duties here. Alex Vlasic's got the puck. Nice pass there to Mikheyev. To Rinzel, over to Bedard. Bedard to Burakovsky. Hawks are going to go for a change here. Alex Vlasic's just going to hold on to the puck and wait for them to do so. Springs Mikheyev forward, who loses the puck, but gets back on it and moves it up to Nick Foligno into the King zone. He's just going to put one on. Kuzmenko moves it up the boards for LA. Fiala can't find a pass. Good stick in the neutral zone from the captain, Nick Foligno. Oh, and we got a whistle. Probably as little as we saw Kane Tay's line. Yeah. That's the 1-2 punch. Unk, how was your day today? I've kind of been complaining about it since I started the live stream. But it was fine. I recorded that entire Frindell tape review video and then realized while I was editing that my mic was muted for pretty much all of it. So it took a while and then I had to do it all again. And now I don't remember if I said some of the things I wanted to say from the first time around in the second recording of the video. And so I'm just worried it's not going to be very good, but it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm just always negative mentally. That option came out in the playoffs when we needed to go nuclear and get a goal. Correct. The nuclear option. How fun is this team right now? Very, very much. This team is... If this team is one thing, it's fun to watch. They also just play an aesthetically pleasing style of hockey. After watching Djurgårdens play for a few hours this weekend, I'm very happy with the style of play that the Chicago Blackhawks utilize offensively. It's nice rooting for a team where your guys have the green light to actually try to carry the puck into the zone and do something creative. Do you think Guyon will be good? No, I don't know. Probably not. Where is he? Got drafted a couple years ago. Where is he? I have not paid attention to Adam Guyon at all, because you have Spencer Knight, Arvid Soderblom, and Drew Comesso all under the age of 25. So I don't think it really matters. I don't think it matters. Do you think he can make it up to Chicago? I mean, probably not, just because of how many... I mean, you have to be elite to get to play on Chicago, given the current goaltending situation in the organization right now. Because, yeah, I don't even know, where is he playing? I honestly, if you put a gun to my head and said, where's Guyon playing? I wouldn't know the answer to that question. That's how little Guyon is on my radar. I watched a Ringside General video the other day about Blashill's system, and it fired me up. Me too. That was such a good video. Ringside General is so good at those, and it for me. It kind of sucks that those videos are the meta, unfortunately, because I'm not the X's and O's guy, and I'm not that great at editing. And Ringside General is great at both of those things. For me, I think Ringside General videos are must watch for Chicago Blackhawks fans. For my chat, you guys have to watch Ringside General videos. It makes you smarter. Gotta get this clock right. What's up, Andy? Hawks aren't letting the Kings breathe here. Intensity is our identity. Yeah, we just suffocate teams. And it's only going to get better and better and better. Once you get, oh, here's Donato into the zone. Can you get Nazar? Oh, good look there. Nazar, can't find Donato. Oh, and we've got a slashing call. It's not on Nazar, is it? That wasn't, okay, no. I was like, what? And nobody, Lebowski, nobody should be paying attention to Guyon. He's 7 years away. I just had deja vu. Didn't this exact conversation happen on the last stream? And didn't you say that he's 7 years away on the last stream too? Does anybody live in Chicago? I think there's a decent amount of Chicago residents in here. I'm in Ukrainian Village in Chicago. Pretty close to the UC. All right, let's score on this peeper here. Shall we? Oh, awkward moment behind the net there. All right, let's get set up. Here's Renzel to the point. Oh, okay, and he just kind of threw one towards the net. Frank Nazar now. Renzel over to Teravainen. Nazar's going to get in position in the slot. Oh, Teravainen loses the puck. Nazar's there, though. What a pass! Oh, Bedard didn't get much on that. That could have been the thing 6 to thing 7 connection there, chat. Could have been the thing 6 to thing 7 connection. That was really heads-up play there from Frank Nazar. You didn't even look at him on the tape. Bedard just didn't get much of that. Ended up being a bit of a knuckleball. Oh, man, if that goes in, we could be talking about Hattie watch for the first time in his career. Bedard down low. Nazar. Oh, pass was just a little too hot for Fliggy. Good work by Fliggy to keep that in, though. Foligno obviously on this power play just because Tyler Bertuzzi is not in this game. Oh, Renzel just missed that one. Thankfully, Kopitar doesn't really have the legs to burn him there. That could have been bad. I live in Florida, big Michigan guy here. Yeah, the chat is from all over the world, honestly. We got Mr. Worldwide in chat. Chat is low-key international as hell. All right, Burakovsky into the zone. 25 seconds here to work with for the second unit. Burakovsky keeps the play going along the boards, and it gets out. Odd man rush here for... Oh, no. Good save from Arvid Soderblom. No rebound. A nervy, short-handed opportunity for the LA Kings there. They're showing Burakovsky and his wife and their new child. Congratulations. Beautiful family. Put Kaiser on the PP. Renzel doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, I think... I do think that maybe you could give Wyatt Kaiser a look on there, or even like Alex Vlasic. I think sometimes Sam Renzel just looks a little indecisive when he's on the point there, and it kind of stagnates the flow of the cycle a little bit when it gets to him and he doesn't know what he wants to do with it and kind of hesitates. Soder goat. This chat is worldwide for real. For real. Like the stream. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't all mind liking the stream. No sweat off your back. Right? Drive from the point from Doughty. Hits a body in front. Blackhawks coming the other way now. Donato's just going to send it in. Good work from Donato there. Oh, they keep it in. Crevier. Whoa. High stick. No. Dude, Crevier's got a rocket on him. That surely got out of the zone, right? Yeah. Mr. Rager. Wait, how does that go? Hey, Mr. Rager. Tell me so you saw me. Crazy Growthly, can't believe you're 700 subs. Dude, it was, yeah, it's been starting to roll for me, which is awesome. Really exciting stuff. It's just making me feel like this isn't a bad thing. I don't know why I'm complaining, but now I just feel like I need to, like, do more, you know? That's why I got so frustrated earlier about that video, like, taking a while and then me not having the fucking microphone on. But the Roman Cancerov video is, like, at 10,000 views. Or, like, just a hair under 10,000 views, so I've shot up in subs and more people watching, which is awesome and exciting. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you hang out, stick around for a while. Maybe, no, I didn't see that other defenseman. Mikhaev here is just going to dump it in. Oh, Nazar couldn't win that there. Kopitar with a nice pass to the neutral zone. Here's Kuzmenko. Oh, my gosh. Absolutely fumbles that one. Now Frank Nazar coming the other way. That's not the guy you want to lose the puck to. Here's Teravainen. Vlasic. Oh, that was great transition work from the Chicago Blackhawks. That was an awesome play. Really good look there for Alex Vlasic. Frank Nazar is so good. Like, your boots on John. Our boots on John. John's boots on ground. Boots on John. I hope there's no boots on John. I might have to stop watching. Lee, you're no longer niche. No, I'm still niche. I don't even have 1,000 subs. Congrats, man. You've been putting out some good stuff. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Your vids have popped up the Hawks subreddit too, which probably helps. Yeah, I saw the Cancerov one was on the subreddit, and then I was going through the replies and just laughing because people were saying some hilarious shit. Someone was like, "Bro made himself bigger than Frank Nazar" on the thumbnail. I replied to one. I was like, "Yeah, bro, it's because I am bigger than Frank Nazar." Frank Nazar's like 5'2". I hit Bedsy first goal? No way. What'd you make of all the crap going on in the NBA? Players framing games? Yeah, so if the NBA product was not bad enough, now it's just like open and obvious that that it's rigged. You know, like if the NBA product wasn't bad enough as is, I've fallen out of love with the NBA over the past few years. Like in high school, it was so good, man. Like coming up, like growing up with, I know some people, this might upset some people in chat, but when, you know, with LeBron, the NBA was great with LeBron. Like, let's be honest. No one, we say we like parity. LeBron James went to the NBA Finals, for a decade straight? That shit was electric every time. Now it's just like they make so much money. The regular season doesn't mean anything because you've got these play-ins. It's like the regular season means fucking nothing. You've got teams in the playoffs that are below 500. It's fucking trash. So the regular season games don't mean anything because players are blatantly gambling and cheating, and they're also making hundreds of millions of dollars and don't actually gain anything from pushing during the regular season. So I think the regular season product as a whole is trash. The playoffs are still good, but the playoffs just go on the same time as the NHL playoffs, and I personally don't find basketball to be as exciting of a sport as hockey, but that's just me personally, you know. So people forget, man. Lee's like 6'4". That's in my Joe Rogan voice. People forget, man. That's some shit Joe Rogan would say. I'm 6'2.5", but yeah. I'm not even surprised that came out. LOL. It was just a matter of time. Good start for the Hawks. They're fun to watch. They are very entertaining. which is a beautiful thing for a young developing team that's coming out of a rebuild. It is awesome that we enjoy watching this team play. Basketball is the worst sport. I don't think it's the worst sport. I think MLB, like I know everyone's upset or excited about the whole Toronto thing. I think baseball's the most boring fucking sport in the world. Like, I'll never forget the Cubs run to the Worlds, and when the Cubs were great, that was fun, and I actually watched and I followed. Those playoff runs were exciting. Me and my friends and my dad came down to Chicago like the night they won. We came down to the city again for the parade. It was awesome. The MLB regular season is longer than... The MLB regular season is criminally long. The games mean nothing. And then you play a 182 game season, and then you've got a fucking wild card matchup where it comes down to 2 games. It's like, what? We play 182 of these, and then it just comes down to 2 games? It's like, what? I think baseball is just so slow. It's just too slow of a sport for me. But again, playoffs are so exciting. Like, it's so much anticipation in baseball, a lot of drama in baseball. I understand why people like baseball. I just think I think that, like, if you're gonna watch a slower, lower scoring sport, I'd rather watch soccer than baseball. And I'm sure there's probably not a lot of soccer fans in this chat, but I would rather watch soccer over baseball any day of the week. Like, I cannot be asked to watch a regular season MLB game. Even when I bet on them, I'm like, I'm not watching this shit. It's either going over or it's not. Mark Burley is your daddy. He's my favorite player aside from Joe Jackson. Okay. I do agree there needs to be fewer playoff teams. Our power play is slowly killing me. Our power play is just... It's not good. It's not good. And also, Bertuzzi being out and having different personnel now with Foligno on the first unit. That is as soft of a call as there gets. They called it a slashing penalty on Burakovsky? I see a trip. I understand a trip there. The refs want to, even it up here and give the Kings their calls. I understand a trip. A slash there is crazy work. Truly, a mind-boggling call. Pitch clock helps with the pace of play. Yeah, still, though. I mean, it's like, 1 second, we're pausing the game. We're going to commercial because we have a reliever coming out, and he's got to do 14 practice pitches before the game starts. All right, now we resume the game. Up 1 inning later. Wait, sorry, pause the game again. We have another reliever coming in. This new reliever, he's got to get his 13 warm-up pitches in. All right, now your turn to bat. No, wait. Now we got to put in our reliever now. 8 hours later. Miss me with that shit, man. I understand when the stakes are high. Playoff baseball's fun. I ain't ever watching a regular season game on TV, bro. Maybe I will next year to get into it if the Cubs are good again, but it's just like I'd rather watch paint dry. What happened to Bert? I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows. Was there anything about it on Twitter chat? I wasn't able to really go on Twitter before this stream because I was trying to fucking cram in that Frendell video. Grzelcyk is playing too much of a major role on this team. He should not be on 4-on-4. I agree with you completely and utterly, and I wish he didn't even get signed, to be honest with you. But whatever. Here we are. Shot from the point. Get this out. Oh, Mikheyev not able to get it out of the zone. Kings have a little over a minute left of power play time. Nice stick there from Ilya Mikheyev, who's going to send it the length of the ice. You clap for that, chat. You clap for that. You could watch 7 days of cricket. I would not be able to even tell you a single rule about cricket. Playoff baseball is incredible. Playoff everything is incredible, but playoff baseball is great, but it's not like, for me, it's not like the best. It's not the pinnacle of sport. But that's just me. And not to mention, no salary cap in baseball. I can't be doing baseball talk right now while we're on the kill, but I really want to just keep shitting on. I love hating. I love talking shit. Kempe from the point. Oh, that blast got through. Teravainen not able to get it out. Good stick from Alice Vlasic. Jeez, Vlasic's reach is so long. Hawks clear the zone and kill off the Kings penalty. Or power play. Good clear. You want Kyle Tucker to leave the Cubs? Isn't that like inevitably going to happen? Isn't like the Cubs ownership cheap as fuck and not going to pay him? All right, Dano keeps puck moving. Doughty sends it in. Good work from Louis Crevier. Can he get it up the boards? He can. Very good work from him. And Slaggert's just going to get it out. And that should do it for the first period, although there are 7 seconds left. Do not think the LA Kings are going to be able to get a shot on here. They are not. That'll do it for the first period. The Blackhawks, honestly, a pretty solid period, all things considered, from the Chicago Blackhawks. They get the early kind of lucky, fluky goal from Connor Bedard, and then keep applying pressure. Had a few good looks throughout the first. Solid period. Didn't really give up any super glaring, big, grade A chances to the Kings. It was a solid period. Let's see. Start the intermission timer. Although it's like 18 minutes for intermission, so I'll take a couple off. There's Major League Cricket now. Oh my gosh. 6 teams made of Brits, Indians, and Aussies. Yeah, this side of the world cannot comprehend the game of cricket. The Blackhawks are kind of good. They are. The Blackhawks are kind of good. That's exactly how I would describe them. They are like kind of good. But yeah, just the Dodgers just being able to pay $100 billion trillion and just win kind of sucks. Like, it kind of sucks that you are damned to however much your owners want to spend on the team. Now, with that being said, I wouldn't mind there being a change to the NHL to where there isn't really a salary cap, because I do think that would go well for the Chicago Blackhawks, an Original Six franchise with very rich owners who care a lot about the team. I do think that a similar cap situation in the NHL would be good for my Chicago Blackhawks. But in the name of fairness, a salary cap does allow markets like the Buffalo Sabres to do well. Oh, wait, no, the Buffalo Sabres are shit. I'm kidding. The Buffalo Sabres suck still, so it doesn't even matter. F1, same shit. Yeah, I don't understand F1. I won't lie. The sport doesn't make sense to me. So many of my friends absolutely adore it. I'm just like, let me guess, the guy with the fastest car won this week. And then they're like, yeah, actually, it was the guy with the fastest car. He won. He won again. Very exhilarating stuff. We need a Derek Jeter. The Blackhawks have been great drafting in the later rounds these last 4 years. Kaiser, Green, Slaggert, Dot, Crevier all look like real players. Yeah. But now it doesn't really matter so much about the depth of the draft, although we do have a lot of picks in the next year or two. We got to start hitting home runs in the first round here. Maybe get one more like really exciting offensive piece. Dodgers invest back into the fans. That's how they're able to keep getting all these players. They don't invest. I mean, it's just blank checks. Came here for a break, but Doughty looks like he doesn't keep up. but Doughty looks like he doesn't keep up. I mean, he's getting up there in age. I think does he still have 2 years left on his contract? Or is it's just one more season after this year, I think? The Sabres are such a poverty franchise. Yeah, they suck. The club, Nestor still has silently been going crazy in the NCAA. Yeah, I saw he had a goal today. Who do we look at as our upcoming Marian Hossa? Anton as in like a free agent, as a guy they don't have? I don't know. We'll have to see kind of what happens in the market. Adrian Kempe is up. A lot of guys got signed, like McDavid signed, Kaprizov signed, Eichel signed, Kyle Connor signed. So a lot of the big free agents for this coming off season already signed or extended with their teams. So the Blackhawks might not have to go out and get a home run superstar free agent. Like this prospect pool might have enough talent in it. You look at the way that Connor Bedard and Frank Nazar have developed. You add in a power forward winger that is going to be an absolute workhorse for you and rip one-timers from Connor Bedard and Anton Frindell. You add that to your top six. Then you add a guy like Oliver Moore who's flying. The Ice Hogs got beat up the other night, but Oliver Moore still looked good. Still had like a couple of like half breakaway opportunities. Looks like Oliver Moore is going to be a real stud, and he's another guy that takes both sides of the game seriously. He takes his defensive side of the game seriously. He's a good two-way forward with a lot of speed and skill. You got Lardis, who could be. It's maybe too early to tell, but it's looking like he's transitioning well to the pro game. That could be another scorer in your top six. You got Roman Kanserov too, who I made that breakdown video on. There's a lot of guys. And then you think about this past draft and guys like Mason West and Nestrasil still. There's a lot. There's a lot of guys. Merrick Van Acker, like there's so many. You're gonna have not all these guys are going to be Blackhawks. You have too many prospects. Not necessarily in a bad way. I just mean like you have so many young prospects that are not all going to be Blackhawks. I think the Hawks could make a move for Austin Matthews in 2 years. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Blackhawks should be in the playoffs by then. Martin Necas is the only real possibility, but seems like such a flake. Dude, he is gross. I don't know if you've been watching many Avs games this year. He is taking his game to a whole nother level. He might be one of the most electric players in the league right now. When you watch the way like that guy can skate and stick handle, he's unreal. And Colorado looks great right now. It's an early Cup favorite, obviously. Yeah, we do. I agree. Whoever just said we need wingers, not centers. I am kind of done. Like, we should be completely done stressing about centermen. We have our 1-2 punch. We've got our 1-2 punch looking like dominant youngsters that can drive their own lines in Nazar and Bedard. If your concern is like size, it's like, all right, then get that on the wing. I agree though. The Blackhawks have Nazar and Bedard as your 1-2 centers, and they're both, in my mind, future superstars. So, and then you got Boisvert, who he hasn't been playing for. Is he like injured or something? I don't think he's been like playing for Boston. Check Jackson cover. London Knights, soon to be Cayman's first NHL player. That's exciting. When does the Caleb Williams 18 conversation start? Yeah, Caleb's got to figure it out. Caleb's not. That offense has not been good enough. Do you think Patrick Kane could sign back here after Detroit misses the playoffs? No, I do not think Patrick Kane is going to sign back here unless they do something at the end of his career where, he signs with the Blackhawks and plays a preseason game to like go out in a Blackhawks sweater or something. I think this the ownership in the front office have tried to remove themselves completely and separate themselves completely from the dynasty era, but more specifically the Kyle Beach scandal. The size will be arriving in March, April. Kane goes to Winnipeg. They win the cup that year. Huh? I don't think Patrick Kane would be the guy that is like the missing piece for the Winnipeg Jets whatsoever. I don't think he fits their system. I don't think he would make them much better, to be honest with you. We need a Nazar goal now or another Bedard goal assisted by Frank. That'd be nice. Mason West, greater sign, Caleb Williams. Okay. Yeah, Mason West might have to just play quarterback. Mason West coming to Chicago to play quarterback, not hockey. I trust Ben Johnson. I'd part with any player to keep Ben. Yeah, but his offense has not been like... I know he's supposed to be like one of the best play callers in the sport, but like this offense struggles. You can't put that all on Caleb Williams. There's nothing left from the Bowman era besides Comesso. I don't think that's true. I think Alex Vlasic was a Bowman pick, was he not? I would imagine that's not true. I would imagine there are several, and you just are not aware. He'll sign a one-day contract with the team. I'd assume you're talking about Patrick Kane or something. What y'all been up to? How was everyone's weekend? You guys been good? Also, for the people who are in this chat, do you guys watch my videos or do you normally just hang out for the streams and the post games? I want to get a gauge. I want to get a pulse of kind of what people enjoy on this channel. And then follow-up question, what kind of videos do you want me to make? More of or less of? Worked yesterday. Damn. I work in a restaurant, so I understand the working on the weekend grind. Hungover AF. I watch all your vids. I appreciate you, Juicebox. Whoa, you guys, there's so many people in chat now. I don't want to miss these. Loser pool lost. Yeah, what's Isak doing? Watch the vids. Yeah, watch the videos. Hell yeah. I like talking puck with strangers. I tune into your videos that I'm interested in. Fair enough. Trade tree vids could be fun. Trade tree vids. Yeah, I just like... Hear more for the streams. Everything. Even follow you on Twitter and Instagram, Unk. Hell yeah, appreciate you. The only vid I watched was the Cancerov vid. Welcome, then. Welcome to the jungle. So there's no one from the Dynasty era. I don't know. You could probably Google that. Like AI would probably figure that out for you. I've seen your post games only. Okay. I watch videos more since I can't be awake to watch every game. True. I work 6 days a week at a breakfast spot. I work 5 days a week. I work lunch shifts. I used to do brunches on the weekends, but I've pretty much asked to only work Monday through Friday so that I can do this stuff more consistently. Not live except in between periods. Watch most posts and other vids. Gotcha. Like the history of trades and no, I've seen those trade tree videos. They're just like I'm not really personally big fan of them, I guess. Like I'm not super entertained by them, so like I don't really ever watch them. I think I've seen like Mike Bartner do like a Blackhawks one or something, and they just take so long to make. So not only is it not something that I particularly enjoy, they're also difficult, or not necessarily difficult, but time consuming. And so I probably, I love your recap videos. So much passion and energy. I appreciate that. I am the dynasty. Wait, Terravine was actually drafted by Bowman. Yeah. Yep. And then he got traded, and then he went to Carolina, and then we reacquired him. So yeah, that's another. Oh, did John send me his bet slip? Damn. He did hit the Bedard first goal scorer. Well, that paid for your ticket, John. Dude, I don't know. I want to make like, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of in this. We'll see how this Frundell video does. I have a feeling it's going to do really well, which is a good thing. But I just like, I don't want to end up just doing like every other hockey YouTuber does, which is kind of like that hockey psychology, like Rinkside General edited vid. Like I want to do more commentary, you know, not a podcast, but like, you know, like this. What restaurant do you work at? I work at a restaurant called Avec. Yeah, they are a shit ton of work. This is like 07 Hawks. Although your Reichel trade analysis had some D1 research. That was quick, though, and that was like, I don't know, I had some time from when the announcement happened to when I filmed the video, so I got to collect some thoughts and stuff. So I'm doing good, Dax. I'm doing good. How are you? Kane is Bedard. Nazar is Havlat. Rinzel is Keefe. Nazar's Havlat. Well, Nazar's not going to get traded anytime soon. I hope not. Unk, I'm making steak right now. Hell yeah. Gains, protein. If you became the Steve Dangle of the Hawks, I would be so happy. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to do. But less cringe than Steve Dangle. No offense to Steve Dangle. He's created quite a thing over there at the Steve Dangle Podcast Network. But I like to think I have a little bit more swag than Steve Dangle. A little bit more motion over here, hopefully, than Steve Dangle. Bro, you look like you should be surfing in Australia getting assaulted by white sharks. Thank you, I think. I was told the other day I was getting Potbelly after work, and the girl working at Potbelly told me I look like Baz from Animal Kingdom, and I have not seen the show. But the actor's a good-looking fella, so I was like, oh, thank you. Nazar's Taze or Braden Point, yeah. Yeah, Braden Point is a good comp. He's super cringe, but I love watching him rage in the playoffs. Yeah, like he's cringe, but like he's like spot on with. I feel like he's like so tapped in and like understanding the pulse of the fan base, and I mean he knows the sport really well, obviously, and yeah, it's really entertaining to watch him get really emotional and upset. He knows what he's doing. He's like I do the same shit. Like he leans into it. He's good. He's good at it. And the dirty stash. Yeah, the dirty stash is not something that's been a part of my life for very long. The dirty stash, I mean, you guys watched that become a thing in front of your very eyes on this channel. I've never really rocked a stash before. All right, let's get this clock locked and loaded. We're about to... Nazar is Seth Jarvis. I think Nazar could be better than Seth Jarvis. The Hockey Guy is a great channel. Yeah, but again, these guys have... I don't know. They lack swag and charisma. So I hope to do some of the things that... I hope to be a younger voice, although I do get called Unk by this chat. I feel like some of these guys are, I don't know. Lightning won't blow it up this year. They probably should. Are we going to the Peeper? What just happened? Oh, it was a hooking penalty on us. Or a slash. Yeah, I mean, you kind of had to there. Wow, that was a sweet play. Dude, you guys distract me so much. Jarvis has 11 points in 7 games. Yeah, does that mean he's going to finish the season with 132 points? I don't think it's a crazy thing to suggest that Frank Nazar has a higher ceiling than Seth Jarvis. Seth Jarvis is turning into a star, for sure. Like, Seth Jarvis is a great player. I think Frank Nazar's faster and has a better offensive toolbox. All right, here comes the Kings into the zone. Let's see if they can get set up. Here's Kempe. So crazy that they run the 5-forward power play unit. All right, Kopitar passes down low. Byfield wasn't ready for the one-timer in the slot, thankfully. That would have been a good look if he had. Vlasic comes out to meet Fiala. Kuzmenko with a tough angle shot. We'll take those all day long. We will take those all day long, chat. The amount of snipers they have on this power play unit, we will take a Kuzmenko tough angle shot all day. Jarvis is a really good hockey player. He is. Dude, Frank Nazar just got compared to fucking Braden Point in this chat, and you didn't raise a eyebrow to that. If Nazar's a souped-up version of Seth Jarvis, that's like a top 15 player in the league. Lebowski. That's what I think Frank Nazar is going to be. Come on, Lebowski, are you new here? I've got high expectations for 91. That's what I think he is. Kopitar had a great lengthy career. He did great work from Frank Nazar. Oh, Teravainen wasn't really prepared to get that puck back to him. This is great time wasting from Nazar and Teravainen. They're going to send it back, let the defense pass it a little bit. Nice. Maybe go. Crevier carries it in, and he's just going to continue to. Yeah, keep it there. Now hustle back and get off the ice. 3-on-2 here for the Kings. Good stick from Nick Foligno. Vlasic didn't get on that puck. Oh, he couldn't stop it. Shit. Doughty from the point. Passes it over to Clark. Good save, Soderblom. That'll do it for the Kings penalty or power. I keep saying that. Why do I keep doing that? I keep accidentally calling the other team's power play a penalty. I combine Blackhawks penalty with LA power play, and my brain just can't figure it out. Nazar's the next Colin Fraser. A lot of it is who you play with. Bedard could have come out cooking if he had one decent line mate. Point turned Bagel into an 80-point player. I think Nikita Kucherov had a hand in that too. I also think that Brandon Hagel just turned into a really good hockey player. Nazar's the player Taze was in 2014, where you could legitimately say he was better than Crosby. You're saying that right now? I guess I don't know what comparison you're drawing there in saying that. I wouldn't say Frank Nazar is the best player in the world right now, but I don't think that's what you're saying. But I'm not really sure what you're saying. Oof. Foligno just took a spill. Burakovsky rings it around. Sam Rinzel tries to keep. He does. Outmaneuvers Deneau, and then he coughs the puck up, and now LA's on a 2-on-1. Laferriere just ripped one past Arvid Soderblom. That was bad from Sam Rinzel. That was bad. That was a bad turnover. You got to get that in deep there. You can't be trying to get all cute along the blue line. Oh, yeah. It's brutal. Damn. Tie game. Tie ball game. Hey, you from the Chicagoland area? I am. I live close to the United Center. Crosby not better than Ovi? Yes, he is. He's more of a complete player. He also won a few more big shiny trophies. Point helped, but Cooch is the main reason for Hagel's rise. Lee is tucking 25 minimum with Kucherov. True, I do think I think I said that last year during the playoffs on CHR. I think I said that I could score like 12 in a season if I played on a line with McDavid and Draisaitl. I don't even know how to skate, by the way. Nice. Burakovsky, really good timely interception. Oh, tried to spring Bedard forward on the break. Didn't connect the pass. That would have been money. Uh-oh, here comes LA again. Good save from Soderblom. I'm so tired of Sam Rinzel. I'm not. Those mistakes are going to happen with a young defenseman. I'm not worried. I'm not upset. I mean, I'm upset. Like, come on. Come on, buddy, lock in. But that shit's going to happen. That shit's going to happen all year. Poor puck management there. Is Levshunov playing? He is. Big Bird. Levshunov shouldn't be. We're past that, though, right? We're past, like, talking about Levshunov, like, not playing in the NHL right now because he is. Like, he's not. They're not going to send him to the AHL. So you might as well just talk about the things you'd like to see him improve upon rather than just being like, oh, he shouldn't be here. Rinzel's a kid. He's developing in real time. Yeah. Uh-oh. Fiala might be in on a breakaway here. Good back check. Really good back check. Oh, no. Wrap around and he scores. Fuck, man. It's a good back check from Mersvey and Kaiser. And Soderblom kind of got out of position there. Wow, a wraparound. In 2025, a wraparound? What the fuck am I watching? Yeah, Soderblom, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Soderblom, positionally there, not great. Yeah, from bad to worse for the Blackhawks. They find themselves down a goal now. They need to get their feet back under them. I feel like the play from the Blackhawks in the second period this year has not been good. It feels like we start off strong and end strong, and it feels like the second periods have been pretty lackluster almost every single game, it feels like. I don't know if you guys agree, but oh my gosh, what's this whistle for now? Fuck. I can't stand much more losing today. We're fine. It's a one-goal game. We're still in this. Justin's at the game. That's why we're losing. Guy family's at the game. John's at the game. Let's see if this team has resolve. Yeah, this is just some adversity. This is an opportunity to prove that you can deal with adversity. That's all this is, chat. That's what I was telling myself when I recorded an entire video today with my mic muted. It's exactly what I told myself before or after shouting several expletives. Blackhawks will score at least 2 goals in the third. They'll get theirs. We'll get ours. We'll get ours. Soto's fully out of the crease. Dude needs a playpen around the circle during practice. Back to reality for Chicago sports. Nice work from Bedard there. King's going to get it out. Burakovsky for the Hawks. He's going to carry. Watch him skate, man. Good pass to Bedard. Bedard with the zone entry. Loses it, though. Not clean. Good stick from Artem Levshinov to bat that puck out of the air. But then gets absolutely cooked by Deneau. Great stick from Grzelcyk to save his ass. Jeez. Didn't think I'd be saying that today, but I did. Really good stick from Matt Grzelcyk there. Could have just saved the third goal for LA. LSU has fired Brian Kelly. That's kind of crazy, but I also don't care. The SEC sucks, so. Bedard dumps it in, and the Blackhawks go for a change. Oh, no, Kaiser. Rare Kaiser bad play. Oh, but it's Alex Turcotte, so he's fine. And just took the puck off of him like it was taking candy from a sleeping sick baby. Hawks have to tag up before getting into the zone. Delayed offside, so the Kings are going to wait this out. Here's Kempe for the Kings. Did you guys see Kempe's game winner in Dallas the other night? He hit the horns down against the Stars in overtime. That was pretty crazy. Good play by Grizz, it was. Murphy, never a factor. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of his game, though, right? Man, we got to get some ozone time, chat. We've, not been able to carry the puck at all. We're just dumping it in and, not really even chasing. Good pinch from Crevier. Donato stays with it but gets muscled off the puck, and the Kings get it out. Still a lot of time left in this period to get back into this GPG. I don't even know if the Packers are good or not. I know the Bears aren't good. I know that much, I'll tell you. Sorsby for Heisman, question mark? All right, here's Frankie Nazar behind the Blackhawks net. He's going to just take it yourself, kid. Just carry it up. There we go, a little stick handle. Now they're into the zone. See, that's what happens. You just got to get the puck on the stick of your Stars, and they'll get the puck in the zone. However, the Blackhawks could not maintain it. Not much puck possession in this period. Not much whatsoever, dude. Puck possession has been hard to come by for our Blackhawks. Lost all the momentum with that penalty earlier in the period. Which one was that? It was the hook or the slash on the breakaway. But then they killed that penalty off, didn't they? Mendoza, baby. I wear Urlacher for the last 2 days. How much greater was Chicago Stadium compared to the United Center? I'm 25 years old. I didn't go to the Chicago Stadium. Also, have you watched the 91 All-Star Game national anthem here in Chicago? It's worth a watch. If you haven't, I'll check it out. 5-2 is a world's better record than 4-3. This is actually a big game for the Hawks. They got 2 OTLs. They got a couple points. Nope, no control. Not sure if our fault or they tightened up. There's a couple of goals off of turnovers just in transition. A couple of like breakaway goals. Like big explosive plays that they're kind of giving up. I don't even watch football last 10 years. This game isn't even halfway over yet. A lot of clock left. A lot of game left to be writing anybody's obituary just yet. I know the 91 anthem thing. Just bracing for disappointment. Fair enough. Understood. Dude, I've been sitting in this chair so much that, like, there's no padding left. My fucking ass hurts. Team looks slow tonight? No, they don't. They looked fine in the first period. They looked really good in the first period. They're just chasing now. They like, can't get on the puck at all. Yeah, this team's going to lose games. Like, but still, you want them to play compelling hockey, and the second period has not been that. So it's okay to understand that this team's not going to be the best team in the league, but also have expectations for them and want them to play at a certain level. We've seen them play really good hockey this season. The second period has been bad. New Leavid, were the Blackhawks partying too late before the Kings game? I could do 20 minutes on that right now. If you saw the look in Ilya Mikheyev's eyes, he was hammered. These guys were out way too late. They were in Wrigleyville. Look, man, I don't want to do fucking costume talk. I don't give a shit about what fucking... I don't give a shit about what Landon Slaggert's girlfriend was wearing to the Halloween party. I want to win fucking hockey games. I could do it right now. Oh, no. Soderblom, get up. Mikheyev carrying for the Blackhawks. He's just going to chip it in and chase. Burakovsky comes in and helps on the forecheck. Mikheyev comes up with it, circles back, finds Burakovsky. Grzelcyk is going to tee off a one-timer. Oh, where's that puck? He's got it covered. I should stop the clock. You're a bird that can't fly, Penguin. Your whole life is a disappointment. Where in Wrigley? Where what in Wrigley? Oh, I just made that up. I don't know if they were out in Wrigley. I just made that up. This team is a good team. Blackhawks can beat Blues, Detroit for a playoff spot. Detroit's in the Eastern Conference, so they won't be competing with Detroit for a playoff spot, but I understand what you're saying. Banger vid I'd watch. Just ranting about the Blackhawks enjoying themselves. I would never actually make that video. I like the idea of my group partying together and, coming to practice hungover together and battling through that. Builds character. I would never have a problem with that. That's what the Dynasty teams did. They partied. They partied during the playoffs. They were hammered in Tampa, still won. Yeah, probably. Jeez, dude. Bedard's fucking cut. Why does that look so bad? Why does it look like it's just like dried blood? Are those stitches, or is that just like a dried open wound? Like, it looks like you should put something on that, bro. Looks kind of gross. Nobody's better than Chicago. I mean, city-wise, yes. Nowhere's better than Chicago. Team-wise, there's literally a bunch of teams better than Chicago. Because it was bad. Stitches and dried blood. Okay. It just looked like, it just looked like a scab. Like, it just looked like dried blood. It was like, ew. I want to pick it for him. What the fuck? Why did I say that? Oh, lock in. Don't say shit like that on the internet. Sorry. All right. Kings dump it in. Vlasic leaves it for Renzel, who needs to have a big play this game to make up for that turnover that led to a goal. Here's Vlasic. Look at the speed on this guy. Watch 72 move. Good play from Nazar. Back to Vlasic. Teravainen over to Renzel, who throws one out of play. Okay. Maybe that shot took a deflection, but I seen kids eat. Okay, I'm not even reading that. That's so gross. Roids. Wild comment. Yeah, that was crazy work. I gotta reel it in. Chat. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? All right, so can we go over the schedule on the channel for the next 2 days? Tonight, hopefully Blackhawks win. End stream. Post game tonight. Probably about an hour or so after I end stream. The reason, oh, by the way, I never even addressed this. I forgot to tell you guys. If you were in the last stream, I said, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Post game's going to be up in an hour. And then it ended up being up like 2 hours later. I want to explain. I was editing a video, and first of all, one of my friends calls me, so I answer, and I'm talking to the friend. But then my roommate comes like right up to my door, panicking on the phone. He's like, dude, Lee, with a smirk on his face. He had this fucking stupid little smile on his face, but he's like panicked, and he's like, dude, Lee, Evan said he's across the street and this old lady fell and he needs us to come over and help her. And I'm like, what? And he's like, with a smile, he's like, yeah, dude, this old lady fell and he needs us to help her. Like trying not to laugh, and I'm like, buddy, what kind of like bit is this? Like, I go, dude, I'm editing a video. I don't give a fuck. And he was like, you're editing a video? He's like, I'm serious. I'm like, what the hell? And so then I was with my buddy on the phone. I was like, all right, I should go over and check this out. Walked over. I didn't even get into the apartment. They like closed the door behind me. And I guess there was actually an old lady that like collapsed as my roommate was trying to like help her like up the stairs to her apartment. This isn't funny. I don't know why I'm laughing, but no, it's funny. It is funny because I didn't see it, but then my roommate wanted to show me what the situation looked like because I didn't see it from my own eyes, and he reenacted the way that she was laying on the floor, and it was funny the way he did the reenaction. But she's all good. Fire department came, ambulance came. She's all good. So that's why the post game was late. By the way, long story long. That's why the post game was late the other night. Rage bait used to be believable. True. Hawks headed to the Peeper with Kopitar in the box? Question mark. Come on, we need one here, chat. Felino loses the draw. Kings get it out. Classic start to Chicago Blackhawks power play. Retreating to your own end to grab the puck. Your roommate was tripping? Well, I think he thought it was so unbelievable that, like, he was kind of cracking up about it. Because that's how, like, my roommates and I, like, you got to understand, like, my roommates and I are all, like, best friends and have lived together for years. So it's like, we're never serious about anything. We're always talking shit. Like, we're literally never not talking shit to each other. So when something sincere happens, it's hard to, like, dial into that headspace, if that makes sense. Oh, good. Tell me that puck stayed in. I think it did. Bedard gets it in behind the net, flips one to Teravainen. Oh, threw one up to Foligno. Just sloppy. The power play's got to figure something out. It's been fucking trash. It's been atrocious. This power play is so freaking ass. Yeah. Well said. Well said, sir. This power play is so freaking ass. All right, let's see what this inspiring second unit can cook up. That's what you got to do. You got to slander them, and then they do. Ooh. Colton Dach drove one to the net. Didn't actually get a shot on, but I think that was the closest call of the entire power play. I think that was a better look than anything the first unit cooked up. So, can we have the option to just say no to power plays when we get them? Can we be like, no, we're good. Let's just play 5-on-5. Because we're not going to do anything with ours. So, and another whistle. What's this for? Oh my gosh, dude. Hold up. I gotta... Jeez. Sorry, I just needed to stand up. How could PP be better than last year? Seth Jones effect. We need Seth Jones. The PP was probably never going to be better than last year, but I wasn't expecting it. Actually, I was kind of expecting it to be bad, I should say. Once the young players started to come up last year, for some reason, the power play got worse. What was the first unit, like, when they were, like, top 10 in the league last year? Like, what was that first unit? It was, like, Seth Jones, Connor Bedard, Teuvo Teravainen. Was it Bertuzzi and Donato? Was that the first unit last year? I want to say that was the first unit last year. Love the Canada sweater. Yeah, I don't. I just think it looks cool as fuck. I don't like actually repping Canada. My ops. But it's a beautiful it's a beautiful piece. I love this sweatshirt. Oh, Vlasic with a terrible pass. Thank God he did it. He turned it over to Danault. Not a better player to turn the puck over to in the offensive zone, but still not good from him. Oh, and Frank Nazar just uses the motor. Oh, you wanted thing... Oh, shit, man. Come on. Nothing's going for these guys right now. Like, I thought that was it. Just having Nazar and Bedard flying into the zone together, and then the puck just gets batted out of midair. Like, what the hell? Can't catch a fucking break. I hadn't started the clock 2 hours ago. That's on me. Seth Jones can't defend. Yeah, he's been bad to start the year for Florida. But Seth Jones is not as bad as people make him out to be. People hate Seth Jones but love Lucas Reichel, when in reality, Lucas Reichel was worse than Seth Jones. Like, a lot worse. Lucas Reichel wasn't getting paid what Seth Jones was. And Lucas Reichel also wasn't a whiny little BI, you know what, in the locker room. So, I understand. They're all hungover. Game won't count. Yeah, can we have put an asterisk next to this loss if they lose? Were hungover. I mean, this is all LA right now. Whose stick is that? Is that Brian Dumoulin just absolutely skating around my team? What am I watching? In 2025? Dumoulin just, like, putting on a clinic? Wake up, please. This period's been dreadful. Brutal. What is... they gotta... Blashill better tear into these guys during this intermission. This second period has been terrible. Terrible. Let's go. What's up, Reed? Honestly, good for Seth Jones. I admire his manifestation skills. Yeah. I don't want to compliment Seth Jones too much here. Blackhawks will be flying in the third. That's not enough, though. It's not enough to just be like, oh, don't worry, we'll be better in the third. Because it's like, first of all, they might not be. And second of all, that doesn't excuse this atrocious second period. They've gotten completely worked. Lee would have already have tied this game if he was out there. What? I would have fallen on my face right when I stepped on the ice. Stanley Cup champion Dumoulin. Yeah. That's actually pond hockey. True, Lee would have put the team on his back by this point. Yeah, should we chat, we need to like develop bits on this channel. Like there needs to be reoccurring bits that like are in the comment sections of video. We've got coffee and research locked down for sure. But there needs to be more bits. I'd be down for a bit that like we pretend like I'm really good at hockey if it weren't for like a career-ending knee injury in like major junior. I probably would be like a NHL superstar right now. I'd be down to pretend like I'm good at hockey if that's a bit that you guys want to start perpetuating. Hi, here's my weekly mandated check-in at the Grossman Club. Crystal, how are you? I hope your week's been good, or I hope your weekend was good. People forget Prime Lee was a problem. People do forget. People don't. Dude, do not ask about the 16-17 Lee Grossman playing for the Moncton. I don't even know, dude. Lee was breaking records in the WHL before Connor Bedard could read. It's so funny. Lee's knees. Lee's teeth would have been extracted from his skull in 2 seconds. Jesus. Lee would have been put better fights out there than the Leafs. The Leafs. Should we do Leaf talk? How about that? How about that group? How about that team? They suck. They are so uninspiring. I think it's early season. Like, I feel like early season, this shit always happens where it's like the good teams struggle early and the bad teams start off hot. And then all of a sudden things start to change. Like, I think the Leafs are going to be just fine. I think the Panthers are going to be fine. I think the Lightning are... I don't know. The Lightning are... They blew a lead last night to Anaheim. They ended up winning, but... Oh! Nazar with the deflection. That was close. Shit. Here's Tavo behind the net. Doesn't really have any options. Vlasic now. Some good movement here. Vlasic gets upended and loses the puck. And can't get his stick on that pass. Kings are just going to dump it in and go for a change. on the Bramptonshire Knights. New to the channel, good stuff, man. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. If anybody's watching and is new here, welcome. My name is Lee. I do these live streams during pretty much every single Chicago Blackhawks game, and I do post games after the live streams. I also make other Blackhawks and NHL related content throughout the weeks. I just started this channel this season. I was covering the Blackhawks in the NHL last year on a podcast called Chicago Hockey Radio that I do not think exists anymore. But Lee Grossman still exists and is still making hockey content on the internet. So that's my elevator pitch from. That actually was a terrible elevator pitch. I didn't really tell you why you should do. I didn't really have a call to action or really provide you with anything. It's a good channel. I think I do good work. It's entertaining. It's supposed to be fun. All right, we have fun. We have fun on this channel. That's the whole point of this, is to have fun and hopefully enjoy ourselves more as we watch the Chicago Blackhawks ascend to greatness and watch the NHL continue to grow, with new expansion teams coming up in the next couple years. Hopefully the sport can continue to elevate. My true mission statement in all of this is so that hockey in the NHL becomes a part of society the same way that other major sports in the U.S. are. I would love to go to work and have everybody at work be like, how about the Blackhawks last night? That doesn't happen. Whereas you go to work after the Bears game, it's like, oh my gosh, fucking 18 was dreadful, It is my goal to see the NHL get to, obviously the NHL's never going to get to the NFL's level, but it'd be cool to have the people in your life that don't care about hockey right now care about hockey in a few years. That's my mission statement. But what am I going to do about that? I think I'm going to talk about the Chicago Blackhawks in a more entertaining way than other people do. That's what I myself am doing, right? Look, anybody can do these nice edited X's and O's videos, but who is going to tell you about the fact that the Blackhawks were partying last night and that's the reason why they're playing like shit, and refer to Nick Foligno as Nick Sirianni? Who's going to do that? Me. I am. I'll do it. I'll carry the boats. NHL needs more national TV coverage. Wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be against it. I'd be against it if it was my Chicago Blackhawks and they were making me watch it on Hulu and making me jump through hoops. Jumping through hoops is an understatement for what I had to go through to get the game up for last stream. I pay $20 a month for CHSN, and then I also have to buy Hulu subscriptions to watch my local hockey team. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like you got to make human sacrifices and pray to ancient gods to get your local NHL team on your TV screen. It's absolutely absurd. That should be my new mission statement. I am fighting to destroy big streamers, the streaming apparatus, big streams, if you will. Bring back cable. Dun, 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 dun. You were right about the stars. All right, that's going to do it. Oh, no. One last good look for the Kings there. They're going to have a minute and 19 seconds of power. Sorry, I didn't start the clock. The Kings are going to have a minute and 19 seconds of power play time to start the third period, which hopefully the Blackhawks can kill and then show some semblance of life. And I don't know. That period was ass. That period sucked. That period was not fun to watch. That period was terrible from the Chicago Blackhawks. Really a truly bad effort there from the Chicago Blackhawks. It was just disjointed. They couldn't get on the puck. They took a bunch of bad penalties. They had a bunch of turnovers that turned into odd man rushes for the LA Kings. It was just a bad period, chat. Just a bad period. Thank God this period is over. We need to get our shit together, man. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Trevor. What is... That's pretty cooked. Real ones know the win song should be Erica. The Hawks can't... the Hawks can win this game even though they are playing like ass. Yeah, they can. That's the nice thing about the 2025 Chicago Blackhawks is, like last year, this game, it would be 4-1 right now, and we'd just be like, all right, let's get out of here. Whereas even when this team plays bad, they're good enough to keep it close. There's like 50 of us. It's the theme. That's a pretty chopped theme, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck, but go off. All of the girls are being flowers. I don't really know what Trevor, this seems like a start of a plot of an Always Sunny episode. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, Frank, we're going to be Nazis for Halloween. Charlie, it's like, because it's funny. Sure, man. I guess if that's the humor these days, go crazy. I don't know if that's really making me LOL. Celebrini 3-point night with the game-winning goal. Oh no, really? Did he actually? Is Celebrini actually cooking? Oh my gosh, and they beat the Wild. Gutless. Yeah, goal and 2 assists. Will Smith, pointless. That's a dub. No, I'm just kidding. I'm such a hater. Celebrini, 10 points in 4 games. Yeah, he's been on a heater after that bad start to the season. Let Trevor have his fun. I'm a history buff. It's not funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's funny, but are you gonna go out with that costume and be like, "Hey guys," like, I don't think anybody's gonna be in on that joke, like, unless you're just gonna like stay in your friend's basement. You know, I think that's kind of a weird thing to do, but I mean, you're a interesting guy. You're a weird guy, I guess. You know, whatever. I hate Celebum so much. Yeah, he doesn't move me. I just wish Bedard could start producing like him, not gonna lie. It's relax. We're a few games into the season. I think Bedard's looked fine. Bedard has a goal tonight. We're doing just fine. Trevor, what are you doing right now? You're about to get timed out. Okay, you cannot be doing the Stalin was worse than fucking... We're not having this conversation right now in chat, bro. Wrap it up, or else you're going to get fucking timed out. How did we get from hockey to World War II history? I have no clue. But I'm not here for it. Bro said I left my mark. That's not like you're not cool. Like it's not like oh, I just irritated the streamer that I'm watching and was like pretty racist. I left my mark. Peace out. Like, okay, dude. Hawks are looking sleepy tonight. It's just the second period. Get this guy out of here. I mean, dude, I don't know if I can even fucking time people out or anything right now. Yeah, I don't love this kind of talk in my chat. I won't lie. It's not my favorite thing in the world. All right. He's timed out. Yeah, buddy. Trevor, don't do this shit ever again, or else I'll ban you from my channel. I don't give a fuck. Dead ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bro. If we're gonna do like totalitarian dictator talk, let's do it on Instagram. Let's do it on Twitter. You wanna, let's do that. I don't care about who your favorite or least favorite fucking I just want to talk puck. Jesus, can we talk puck, please? Can we talk puck? Or let's talk drinking. I like drinking. We can talk about drinking. We can talk about really anything else. Hawks can win this. They can. It's still a 1-goal game. The first period was fantastic. They started the game really well. The Blackhawks were the better team in the first period. I'm not writing this team's obituary for this game. Like, can we talk about how the Canes' PP are 7%? Is it really that bad? Jeez. Maybe we should be thankful to have the power play we do have. Hawks will got 2 goals coming. Hawks will get. Just block him, Lee. You can't get. How am I? I'm going to get canceled. Yeah, right. How the fuck am I going to get canceled? I didn't say shit, man. I condemned this bad behavior off rip, canceling me. What did I do? I think what he did was much worse. At what point do we move Nazar up to the first line? The Blashill blender's already kicking in, so why not? It's just nice to have that depth down your lineup. It's nice to have that 1-2 punch. Frank Nazar can drive his own line, But I do agree, like in a situation like during that period, throw thing 6 and thing 7 out on a line together. Put them together. Just because that period was so dreadful. So yeah, I probably would have thrown them together. I think he did. I think he did for they were out there for like one shift together. But when will Blashill fix the power play? I don't think he's in charge of the power play. Really. But I could be wrong. What's better, Budweiser, Coors, or Miller? I'm a Coors Light guy. Racism. Yeah, there was some racism. Or, yeah, some borderline, yeah. Yeah, things that are not good vibes, I'd say. Coors IMO is better. Yeah, I'm a Coors guy. I'm brand loyal to Coors Light. Coors Light's one of my... I have certain things like Dunkin' Donuts. I'll always be loyal to Dunkin' Donuts. I think I'll always be loyal to Coors. I'll always be loyal to a Silver Bullet. What's one free agent target we should pursue this season? I mean, I think that's a conversation we have like after the deadline, as we're getting closer to the playoff picture and like seeing who's out and who's in. Because I feel like that has so much to do with what actually happens. You are a Coors guy. I looked at your Instagram and saw you drinking a Coors. I knew this guy knew ball. Coors Banquet is peak. I like the light shit. I like the Coors. That is kind of how I pronounce. My buddy says Coors. Can I get a Coors? I love Coors. Chicago spoiled me with their craft beer. I'm not a huge. I love beer. I love light beer. I like it to be just a shade under water. No, yeah, that's true. Actually, I like light beer. Guys, we're not having an argument about whether wearing a Nazi costume for Halloween is racist or not. We're just not doing it. We're done. All right? We're done with the conversation. This is ridiculous. This is actually insane. Old Style's booty. Yeah, old style. I don't know. Old style every once in a while, and a tall boy can hit. I've never heard of either of those pilsners, but they sound fantastic. I love a crisp pilsner. We have Lebowski. We have at the restaurant. We've got a Lebanese beer, a Lebanese pilsner called El Maza. It's very crispy, very delicious. Most microbrew I don't like. Lock in. Yeah, lock in. Hard to find OS in Florida. Damn. You're not really missing out that much. I speak for everybody when I say we are all wearing Joker costumes on Halloween. I finally just ordered my I kept putting it off, or I kept procrastinating and not ordering it. I just ordered I caved. I should have gone to a thrift store. I just didn't have the time. I should have gone to a thrift store and tried to find a fucking jacket. I'm being Neo from the Matrix, and I caved, and I just got it on Amazon because I knew I was going to have a busy week, and Lee, you need a mod for chat at this rate. Yeah, I mean, if this ever happens again, we are getting closer to the mod. I mean, we got 61 people in here. Like, yeah, that kind of sucks. It's all right. I'll take care of it. I'll monitor the situation. I just can't do it on my OBS, so I have my laptop up here next to me. Fond memories of grandpa drinking Old Style. That's awesome. I think my grandpa was like, I feel like he liked Budweiser. We're grown. It's time. Bro said, I speak for everybody. We're grown. It's time to stay inside. My brother in Christ, you are 17 years old. Who is, he said we, like he's grown. Dude, Halloween's awesome. Halloween, by the way, if you think growing up is like being like, oh, Halloween's not cool, you're wrong. Halloween is awesome. Halloween is fun. Like that, maturing is realizing you should like commit to a costume and go. Don't be the cool guy that's like, oh, I'm too cool for a costume. Growing up is realizing that's lame. Growing up is realizing being the guy without a costume is lame. Modelo's my go-to. I like Mexican beer. Oh, I love Mexican beer. I don't like Dos Equis because this one time I went and stayed at an all-inclusive resort, and the only beer they had was Dos Equis, and I just drank it into the ground and maybe or maybe not got sick a couple of times. Cannot confirm nor deny any of this to be true or not. T-Boys are great. Corona's great. My favorite Mexican beer, though, is Pacifico. Pacifico way. Papa was a beer expert. What would Papa drink at a restaurant in a bottle though? What was his go? He had a go-to. Halloween rips, go all out for Halloween. I agree. Halloween rips. It's fun. Hang out with your friends, put on a costume, enjoy your life, man. Life's too short to not wear a costume on Halloween. Life's too short to be the cool guy that doesn't go hard on Halloween. No to Guinness. No, I like Guinness. I love a pint of Guinness. I'm not picky. I am the least picky eater, drinker. I just prefer light beer. I prefer light beer. Like, I'll drink a fucking... I hate IPAs, dude. I really do. Like, when it tastes like cardboard and fucking toe jam, I'm good on that. But I'll still drink it if it's there and I have to. I had an uncle who liked Budweiser so much it killed him. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. But I would imagine 50% of chat had an uncle who also liked Budweiser a little too much. It's all about not liking it that much. You got to know when to, that's what growing up is. Growing up is realizing you can't get hammered every single day, unfortunately. As much as it would be fun, that actually has really bad ramifications. I'm grounded. What did I say? What did I say this time? I dressed up as Bob Probert for Halloween and everyone wanted to fight me. That's pretty awesome. I have no friends, so I guess Halloween would be better if I had some. All right. We need to figure out how to make you some friends. You got to go to school, right? You're 17. You got to find people with similar interests. But then also, you can't just be friends with someone because you like the same things as them, right? You got to learn how to talk to different people. You got to learn how to get along with different people. It can't just be people that think the exact same way as you and act the same way as you, right? You don't want to be just around a bunch of clones of yourself. IPAs are nasty. Yeah, I'd rather drink pee. Not literally. He got simpler in old age. Yingling because of Florida. But bottles because of Uncle Steve. True. Uncle Steve's a Budweiser guy. Now, I'm curious if I can find Old Style in central Indiana. I thought Old Style was like a super... Is that like mostly a Chicago thing or a Midwest thing? I guess I don't know ball. I thought fucking Old Style was like Coors Light. That's shows what I know. I need to get some shit. I should have ran and grabbed that salad out of my fridge. I'm starting to get hungry and I have like blood sugar issues, and when I get hungry I get real shaky. And now I'm just gonna keep tapping my legs and bumping my desk and shaking this camera. It's unprofessional. Whatever. We're underway. Ilya Mikheyev carrying the puck into the offensive zone. Nice play from Ilya Mikheyev, and he draws the penalty and gets tripped. No, don't be injured. Holy shit, don't be injured. Look at that toe drag. Yes, good. And that's our get back for that call on Burakovsky. I don't know if that was at the start of the second or at the end of the first, but that's our get back for that call. Same play. Hopefully Mikheyev's not banged up here. That is not the guy we want to see injured. That's a great way to start the period, by the way. negate the entire power play, and then they'll have like a minute of peeper time after to work with. All right, LA wins the draw. 4-on-4 here for a minute, chat. Lock in. Come on. Can we lock in as a collective here? Please. Can we dial it in? All right. Drew Doughty carrying for the Kings. Good stick from Levshinov. Oh, no. He gets the return pass. Back up to the point. Kings just playing a bit of keep away here. Oh, we got a whistle. Why can't I hear this at all? I feel like it's on, like... Oh, no, the volume's really low. Ask the ref if we can stay on 4-on-4. No power play for us, please. Low-key, I don't even know if 4-on-4 is much better because we can't win face-offs to get possession of the puck. What's better, beer in a glass, bottle, or beer in a can? Depends on the beer. But normally bottle, I'd say. Normally bottle. Oh, nice. Turnover from LA. Good. Oh. Bedard's pass to Renzel just got tipped. Wasn't able to take it in stride. Phil Deneau carries it into the Blackhawks zone and is just going to waste some time now. Soderblom sticks the puck out of his crease. Hawks need to swarm these guys and get this possession back. Oh, no. It's great work from the Kings Killers. They are literally possessing the puck in the Chicago Blackhawks zone. Get the puck, man! This is terrible! This is fucking ass! This power play sucks! Finally, they get it out! Fuck! I mean, what a waste. What a waste of time. Jeez. All right. That's pretty much it for the Blackhawks 1-minute power play. Back to full strength. We'll just act like the first 3 minutes of this period didn't happen, I guess. Kings ringing around the boards to try to get it out of the zone. They can't. Good keep from the Hawks. Murphy there. Here's Ryan Donato. He's just going to cycle it back around the boards. Murphy slows it for Dickinson. Dickinson's, you're trying to do too much there. I mean, at some point we got to turn this cycle into a scoring chance or a shot on net here, boys. Dickinson just trying to, like, stay in the corner. It's like, dude, you can try something. It was a power play. You could think the Hawks played 3 games in 4 days and not the other way around. Yeah. Sorry, I needed that. I was scratching for it. Soderblom's getting set up by his own damn team. Yeah. I mean, that performance from his team in the second was just so bad that you kind of feel for him. Both goals coming on odd man rushes, although he probably should have done better on that wraparound goal. I think he got a little carried away and out of position there, but I'm not a goalie coach or expert, so I don't know if you can put blame on him there. Just eye test, you gotta be ready. You gotta stay in your net. That's what the eye test tells me. Geek Bar mentioned. I didn't even mention it. You mentioned it. What was Nom like? Not that old. Were you in Korea? I think my grandfather was in Korea. But I was not even a particle floating around yet. All right, boys, let's get on this puck, please. We have been chasing, and then once we finally get the puck, dumping it out of the zone and not connecting passes, just like that. Levshinov to Donato. The puck bounces over Donato's stick. He can't get it in the zone. Then LA sends it right back the other way. That's pretty much how the game has gone tonight. It just takes one moment to get back into this. Who wants to be a hero, chat? Good cover defense there from Matt Grzelcyk. Jeez. How are shots even? I guess that first period was really good for the Blackhawks. The Hawks did not wake up. This is a grim watch, yeah. You were born in Korea? It's very cool. This chat really is international. Mr. Worldwide in chat. This Republic guy is a troll. I mean, he's just 17 years old, Lebowski. Uh-oh, here comes the Kings. Nice glove save from Arvid Soderblom. Laferriere was not passing that puck there. Jeez. They are just running it down our throats right now. We just need one. I just want to see some snappy, crisp passes. We can't even pass the puck right now, let alone score a goal. That guy's not from Denmark? Yeah, obviously not. Soda's the only one awake. Yeah, thankfully. Or not thankfully that he's the only one awake, but thankfully he's actually awake. Did that just hit the crossbar? Corey Perry. Did anybody end up talking about that situation? The Corey Perry Chicago fallout, this organization that has a pretty dodgy history, recent history, never having any sort of, what's the word, transparency with its fan base about what happened there. I think that's kind of weird, but whatever. Guess you just got to shrug that off. Weird. Jeez, Soderblom, another stoppage of play. This Blackhawks team is getting fucking dominated right now. Losing the draw. The shot gets to the net. Who was that crashed the net like that? Oh, it was Turcotte. Yeah, that's an easy guy to shove around. Not the biggest fella. Brossois. We're doing Brossois talk. Probably isn't even on this planet. Send him straight to Mars. Yeah, I don't even know. About that Brossois fella. Brossois never met the bloke. All right, here's Tavo. Oh, if Grzelcyk got a piece of that shot, that could have been problems. It's like they're just sitting back until LA makes a mistake. I mean, they're just flat. They're flat tonight. It was a good start because I think LA came in pretty flat, apparently. It obviously wasn't that the Blackhawks played that well in the first. I think it was more so just LA came in flat. This Blackhawks team's, I'm telling you, chat, they're hungover from fucking partying on Halloween. Or not on Halloween, but celebrating Halloween. I'm telling you. It's just, this team has not competed. They haven't had their legs tonight the way they have every other game of the season. All right, here's Frank Nazar with speed. Someone with some legs. Oh, his shot goes just wide. Man, is that kid electric. Here he is again. Oh, gets the puck taken off of him. Now Kings have a 3-on-2 maybe if they hurry. No. Kuzmenko just throws one to the net. Someone's stick's shattered. Who's an LA player. Be aggressive here. They're down a couple bodies. You can press higher. Nice. They just threw one to Frankie Nazar. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't start this clock. Thing 7 at it again. Yeah, true. Thing 7. Jeez, dude. They have just... I would love to know the possession stats for this game, chat. I would love to know possession time. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I thought he just sniped it. Dude, Laferriere has had some looks tonight. That guy's had some looks. The Hawks are playing like ass and getting worked, and the game's still 2-1. It is awesome that, like, we've made that big of strides since, you know, the start of last season, that, like, that can be true, that you can play bad and get worked and still somehow be in the game. That was not the case last year at all. Dude, what the fuck is up with... I haven't used this laptop, chat, like, in so long. I was using it on CHR last year every day, but then it's basically just been collecting dust. And I should use it for my setup. I just, like, it's so old and slow and shit. Lee, you never answer me. Do you like to read? I never answer you. Dude, I definitely answer you. It's just hard when there's 40 people in chat. I'm supposed to be watching. He's watching the game, LOL. Yeah, literally. No, I can't read. It's literally the bio of this YouTube channel. Look at my bio on my YouTube channel. I can't read. No, I can read. I don't have the I'm ADHD. I don't have the attention span. I get so distracted. I start thinking about things in my head that are completely unrelated to whatever I'm reading, and then I start drifting and I lose focus, and then I lose where I'm at on the page, and then I have to refine where I'm at on the page, and then I find where I'm at on the page, and then I keep reading, and then it happens again 2 pages later, and then I'm like, wait, I'd rather be scrolling on Instagram Reels right now than doing this. So no, I don't really read. Lee never learned to read. Basically, yeah, short story long, I never learned how to read. Yeah. Ironically, you should read the bio. I can't either. I'm dyslexic, and that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, my chat, the people who watch my videos still accept me for the illiterate man that I am. All right, Hawks have 12 and a half minutes to get something going here. Not getting anything done with passes like that. Lee put all of his reading stats into knowing puck and aura. Yeah. That's what I spent my XP on. Puck knowledge and aura. Puck knowledge and drip. Uh-oh. Brant Clark. Nice. Good play there from Grizzlick. Matt Grizzlick's been good tonight. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say something brave, chat. Matt Grizzlick's been great tonight. Matt Grizzlick might be our best defenseman tonight. I'll say it. Fine. On the bright side, we're back in the McKenna chase. Stop. This fan base is so funny. I've seen enough. We're getting McKenna. Tank's on. I've seen enough, chat. I told you guys, if you guys were not here at the beginning of the stream, I said this was a loss. I said that this team, few days off, they've been scoring above expected. They've been getting saves above expected. They just partied for Halloween. Few days off. I don't like this spot. I said it. I did. All right. Lee, you are still our beautiful boy. Aw. Does Lee have aura? Debatable. Does Lee have aura? I feel like most dudes use aura synonymously with like saying that a guy is handsome. Like dudes that don't want to say that a guy's good looking, they say that he has aura. True or false, chat? True or false? I'm so worried I ain't going to see us win a cup again. Why? Are you 82 years old? Why are you worried about that? Look at what's being built here. Look around you. We created this. Why are you worried about that? Or is such a... I don't know what that word means, so I don't even want to read it out loud. It sounds offensive. We can't have anything nice. LOL, we're way too good at being doubters. Yeah, we're Chicago sports fans. So true. Okay. I figured we'd be on the same page about that. This team's going to kick ass in a couple years. Yeah, they're going to be a problem. They're already kind of decent. We're still a long ways away from like what they can be, and they're already pretty good. Like they already kind of give anyone a problem on any given night. It means trivial. Okay. Thank you. I do not know what I would do without you, Lo. Thank you. Trite. All right, adding that to the repertoire. Overused, lost its meaning. Gotcha. That is a good word that sounds like it could also be a slur. So I was concerned, but I should have known Lebowski would not do that to me and act a fool in my chat. Trite. Nice. It was only 10 years. Newcastle waited 70. Yeah, Newcastle. Well, that's a, yeah. Newcastle waited 70. And then they got some Saudi owners. They got some oil money. Took 49 years to win the 2010. If I'm 20 now, I'd be 69 nice, but not nice. That's so good. I'm 60. I'd be 69 nice, but not nice. That's fucking good, Penguin. Not in a couple years. This team's kicking ass next season. Yeah, I think they make a playoff push next year, to be honest with you. From what they've shown they're already capable of. Yeah, I think they take a bigger jump next year. Jeez, dude, I am so hungry right now. I feel crazy. I feel so crazy. Drink some water, it'll tide me over. What are these freaking passes? It's been so disjointed, man. They can't string more than one pass together. They can't even string one pass together. This looks like last year. Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Just like chasing the game, not being able to sustain any sort of pressure, making silly mistakes. It's been bad. But they're not all going to be, honestly, and again, Lebowski's made this point like 3 times already. the fact that, like, okay, this is the first stinker of the season. Are we all in agreement? This is the worst game so far of the season. The team has looked the worse in this game than they have in any other game so far this year, and it's a 2-1 hockey game. That's pretty, I'll take that. Just I don't want to see this shit next game, and don't do the shit at home. Like if you're going to be shit, don't be shit at home. Whatever, I'm not at the game, but Kaiser throws it to a corner, and it just gets out. What the fuck are we doing, man? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm doing me. And I'ma live life right now, man. So this is what I'ma do till it's over. This or the Vancouver game? No, this is worse than the Vancouver game. This has been like literally almost not a single positive moment since the first period. This has been like 30 minutes of really sloppy, ugly, gross hockey with like no bright spots. This is the worst game of the season. They are in it 2-1. Yep. Come on, Green, get on that. Fuck, man. Jeez. It's like nothing's bouncing our way either. Like not only are they sluggish and sloppy tonight, like they're not getting any good bounces. Not that that's the reason for them being, like, I'm not making excuses. It's just like when it rains, it pours type beat. Oh, Murph. Nice play from Grizzlick there. Grizzlick's been the only good player. Grizzlick's been the best player on the team tonight. What the hell? You're not going to win a game of hockey where Matt Grizzlick's here. Oh! Maybe Slagger here? Oh, he tried to get a shot off. Couldn't. Nice work from Connor Bedard. Just upended Brant Clark. Wow. Worked that boy. Shot from the point. Crevier. Oof. Deflected wide. Good keep from Vlasic, I think. I think he's standing on the puck. And LA gets it out. What's up? What's up? How are you? Burakovsky in the corner. He's got two defenders on him. Can he move the puck along to a teammate? All right, they're kind of just standing on it. Whoa. Corey Perry just wiped out. His back's probably broken, his old ass. Maybe a 2-on-1 for LA here. Alex Vlasic's the guy back. Oh, nice. Just a mishandle. Jeez, who is that monstrosity? Who is that big fella that couldn't... That dude just lost his handle on a 2-on-1. What the fuck was that? Oh, my gosh. I guess that was the trigger man we wanted in that situation. I don't like Slaggert. He competes. He doesn't really have much. He scored like 2 goals last year, and people were like, "Oh, is this the next Brandon Hagel?" And I was like, "Brandon Hagel? I don't see that in his game at all." He also started the year injured. Like he missed several games, and I think he was scratched. Donato here with some room. Can we do something here, boys? No one could get on it. He threw it to the net. Frankie wasn't able to get there. This sucks. If I'm Blashill, pull the goalie with 4 minutes to go so you have multiple chances. Not when it's a 1-goal game. I think you just play it normal and just hope that This is one where you need Bedard or Nazar to do something. Like you're gonna need in a game this shitty and sloppy. You're probably gonna need one of your stars to step up and do something big for you. Also, it hurts. Can we be honest? I love to slander and make fun of Tyler Bertuzzi more than the next guy. All right, you're not gonna find a harsher critic of Tyler Bertuzzi than myself. This is a team that is desperately missing Tyler Bertuzzi. This team is missing Tyler Bertuzzi. 4 minutes is crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'd do that either. Maybe Will, is that Patrick Waugh's burner? We should pull the goalie with 4 minutes left. It's Patrick Waugh's burner on Rager's account. Grizzlick's the only one who went to bed on time last night. Crystal, I'm saying, why has Matty G been the best player on this team tonight? Or whatever that party. Yeah, they're still hungover. I said it before the game. I didn't like this spot. A few days off, feeling good after a really big come-from-behind win on the road against Tampa. They came in and laid an egg at home. They didn't lay an egg. They scored. But I like Bertuzzi. He fights and scores 20 goals a season, and he's cheap. He's not that cheap. But he is cheap. With this cap going up, he's cheap. But I agree. I like him for all those reasons you just mentioned. He pisses me off more than like pretty much any other player. Just because when he's not playing well, it's so noticeable, and his body language is atrocious all the time, and he like falls over all the time and just will look completely separated from the play. But when he's playing well, the team plays a lot better. And when he's not in the lineup, the team struggles. Wait, who's on this first line with Bedard and Burakovsky? I forgot. Oh, Ilya Mikheyev. That's right. I don't know why this is just not. Yeah, it's just not working. These lads need ankle bracelets so Jeff can keep track of them. You should just start going through their phones like Babcock, his mentor. New York Times said Grizzlick's leading team in Sorzy. What is the Sorzy? I don't give a shit about Scorzy or Sorzy or whatever it is. If Matt Grizzlick's the best is leading the team on it, that should tell you everything you need to know about it, because Matt Grizzlick has not been some phenomenal world beater at all this season, although he has been the best player on the team tonight. Oh my gosh, Quentin Byfield drove to the net. Arvid Soderblom makes a big save. Jeez. Mick is injured. Oh, Mikheyev is injured. He got injured on that when he was it from that penalty he took at the start of the third period? I don't have the volume on, so I can't hear like the announcers and shit. Guess I could turn it up a little bit, but so they're playing with 10 forwards right now, chasing the game without Bertuzzi and Ilya Mikheyev, two of their better players. This is got bad news. This one's not looking great for us. Nice. Dickinson ahead to Slaggert. Slaggert's got some jump tonight. He's skating well, I guess. Can you guys respect what I'm trying to do right now? Trying to find some positives here. Trying to make this less miserable for everyone. Shot from the point from Kaiser gets blocked, and now Moore's in on a breakaway. Good stick from Kaiser. You can't outskate Wyatt Kaiser. Kid's too fast. Stop the 11-7 shit. It really hurts us on these games where a forward gets injured or leaves the game, and then you're like, wait, we have like literally one less line than the other team, and it's murdering us. When he crashed into the boards, yeah, damn, that sucks. That really sucks. Hopefully he's fine. Hopefully he's not out for too long. Fuck, man. A Mikheyev injury would suck. That would stink. Could have more next game. Yeah. Just play Lafferty. Play Lafferty. You've been scratching Lafferty every single night. Actually, what am I getting upset about? I don't give a shit if Lafferty plays or not. What am I doing here? Play Lafferty. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, sure. Bring up more. It's time. Time to bring up Oliver. I think so. Bring up more. Bring up more. Yep. Or play the extra D on forward. Yeah. I think the 11-7 thing is... The thing is they don't want to scratch Levchinov. They want Levchinov playing. But Levchinov's clearly the guy that like you would cut. Because I don't think this coaching staff is going to cut or scratch like Grzelcyk. And they shouldn't scratch Crevier because I think Crevier's been good. Oliver Moore needs a few games. Yeah, give Oliver Moore a few games. I think it's time. I know it's early, but if Makhayev's injured, you might as well. And then you can send him back down if Makhayev comes back and Moore's not like really clicking. But I think Oliver Moore would be just fine, to be honest with you guys. Levchinov is effing brutal. He's not there yet. He's still got a lot of development to do. Scratch Murph. They're not going to, though, you know? Like, I agree in a sense, but, like, Connor Murphy does a job for you, you know? Like, he's reliable for... You can play him 20 minutes a night. You could play him 16 minutes a night if you wanted to. You're going to put him in for the penalty kills. He's not really going to turn the puck over all that much. He's going to, you know, win pucks and get him... You know, he does a job. NHL coaches love that. Oh, nice. Yeah, he does shit like that. He runs a guy over when you need a boost with a few minutes left and you can't get on the puck. That's what Connor Murphy brings. Kings dump it out. Not going to go far enough for icing. Yeah, no. It's way too early to make absolute statements on Artem Levchinov. He basically went from playing in Belarus to Michigan State. That was a big jump. And then immediately jumped to the A and spent like a couple months in the A. And then he started playing in NHL. Like, it's been like a really fast progression of competition for Artem Levchinov. And it's like don't let the recency of like Matthew Schaefer coming in and lighting it up as an 18-year-old like make you forget how long it takes defensemen to develop. Like, this is Wyatt Kaiser's what? Like third year? You know? Like, it takes time. Oh, that's a trip. Rinzel just got tripped up. Nice. Hawks are going to the peeper. I haven't started the clock, but there's 3 minutes and 8 seconds left. Hawks going to the peeper. Oh, redemption time. Can you imagine they score? Dude, if the Blackhawks are able to find a way to get a point out of this game, this could be a playoff team this year. If the performance they've put up tonight, if they find a way to get a point out of this game, I will be stunned. Kaiser's second full year. No, but he played 2 years ago, and then last year he played even more games, but still not a full 82. What did No Royd say? Okay, how old is Zeev Buyum? He's way better. Not everyone develops the same way, you know? Like, what's the point of getting super upset about Artem Levchinov? Oh, Nazar! Can they jam it in? No, it gets covered. What's the point of being so negative about a player on your team? Like, what do you gain from shitting on a 19-year-old defenseman that's struggling? Like, is it within the realm of possibility that Artem Levchinov becomes a true number one and a dominant defenseman in the NHL? Yes, that is still possible. So if that's still possible, why the fuck write him off this early? What do you gain from it? This would be a phenomenal time for the power play to get clicking. They lose the draw. It's going to get out. Here's Teravainen to Foligno into the zone. Teravainen sucks on the forecheck. He's fucking dog shit on the forecheck, by the way. Rinzel's in deep there. All hands on deck here. Skate, Frank. You got to keep that. Nice. They're on the man advantage, but it feels like in every, like no matter where this puck goes in the zone, it feels like they're outnumbered. It's like, where is everyone? You're pulling your goalie. Where the fuck is everyone, man? Like, how is there just one guy against 3 fucking LA players? Oh, he fanned on it. And it ended up working out better for him. Hit this guy, Bedsy. Nice. Slow it down. Just slow it down. Yep. Slow it down. Need to get a clean entry into the zone here. Or dump it in. I guess you've got the extra guy out there. Yeah, they're just slow to it. Like, they were so... It really was just a sluggish night from the Chicago Blackhawks. They didn't have their legs, and it was sloppy passing. So if it's sloppy passing, you're going to start dumping and chasing. But if you don't have your legs under you, you're never going to succeed on the dump and chase game because you're not going to get there quick enough to force a turnover on the forecheck. And that's it. And that'll do it. Worst game of the year. First stinker. First game that of course it came on today that I was already like upset and frustrated. Of course, the worst game of the year. It's whatever. Don't get too negative. Don't be like it's over. Don't be like, oh, this team is no fight. Like, it was a stinker. You're gonna have mail-ins. You're gonna have bad games. This was an absolute dreadful performance from the Chicago Blackhawks. I would not expect a similar performance in the game on Tuesday. You've got an opportunity Tuesday against the Ottawa Senators to right your wrongs, get a win on home ice. The Ottawa Senators are struggling. They don't have Brady Tkachuk. Shane Pinto has been playing like a superstar, but regardless, bounce back. Just bounce back on Tuesday. I will forget about this performance if you bounce back on Tuesday. If you play like shit, because yes, that's the thing. It was the effort tonight. They just looked slow. Like, it didn't look like they wanted it as bad as they wanted the game against Tampa, and that's what's frustrating about this game. Is it was just like the intensity wasn't really there. You saw it in the first period. What happened? You know, it's like we gotta. I'm actually really interested to watch like post game interviews. I want to see the interview scrum and Blashill's interview and Bedard's interview after the game, because I would love to hear the explanation, because it was like you looked fine in the first period. Chad, am I tweaking? Like, am I not recalling? Like, the first period was great, right? I'm not like looking at this through some like rose tinted glasses here. Like, the first period was really good, right? The game started really good. Okay, yeah. What happened? You know, like how can you look this, like, it's night and day the way this team looked in the second and third compared to that first period. Like, how do you start the game well and then just lay an egg for the rest of it? Weird. I want some answers. I'm not happy. That was frustrating. People, spent time to go to this game. People spent their hard-earned money on this game. You gotta perform better than this, I know losses are going to happen this year. I know this team's not making the playoffs. I know we're coming out of a rebuild. Nights like this shouldn't happen. Point blank, period. I understand that, you're playing 11-7, then you lose Mikheyev, so you're chasing a game where you only have 10 forwards. It's tough. And I hope this eats at these guys, and I hope they bounce back in a big way on Tuesday. Right? Like, Chet, if if they bounce back and come out and are just firing on all cylinders and smoke the Senators, then it's like, all right, I understand. I can live with that loss. I can live with that performance. But if this team on Tuesday is still looking like, I'm going to be frustrated because it's like, what are we doing here? You start out the season this well, you can't, That's how things start to slip. That's how things start to go downhill, is when you stack performances like this on top of each other. So you just got to respond in a big way Tuesday, and you'll be just fine. They'll be just fine. I don't know why we're still pulling the goalie. It's over. It's over. You don't have to do that thing where it's like, oh, we want everyone to know we're trying. It's like, we saw how the game went. You don't have to try to fool anyone. It was bad tonight. It was bad. Bertuzzi was missed tonight. Very much so. Very much so, Bertuzzi was missed tonight. No more partying. Needs to be all business until we make the playoffs. I'm okay with the party. I'm okay with the loss. I don't care. Like, if they lost tonight because they were partying, do I love it? No. But if they respond on Tuesday, I don't give a shit. If it's going to bring the team closer together, a little adversity, a little bump in the road, it's fine. It's an 82-game season. It's going to happen. I'm okay with it. I don't want to see this performance again on Tuesday, though. That's my whole thing. I'm okay. One-offs like this are going to happen, chat. One-offs like this happen to the best teams in the world. They happen to the best teams in the league. It's just doing them multiple times in a row. That's when you're in trouble. That's when it's shit I don't like. And that's it. I don't know why I'm fucking around with the clock. The game's over. Let's see. We got a bunch of people in chat right now, so I'll keep reading. I wanna see the pulse. How do you guys feel? What happened to the Hawks that won against Tampa? Yeah, it was a different team tonight. Different kind of effort. So they are getting Lawrence Stenberg or McKenna, if what you say is correct. No distractions. No KD. We'll fuck that pick up too. KD's been okay with drafting. Lucas Reichel has been missed. Okay, shut up. Lucas Reichel was not missed tonight. I promise you Lucas Reichel would have laid an egg tonight. Hawks 5, Senators 0. I would love that scoreline. I am not okay with it. Get your shit together 100% start to finish. Why are they partying 8 games into the season? It's Halloween. Come on. They're real people too. They're real people. I'm so hungry. I can't even talk straight. I'm going to have to eat a salad before I do this post game just so that my thoughts are coherent. I just can't stand watching Bedard play with fourth liners bumped up to the first line, get some talent to play with them. Ilya Mikheyev's not a fourth liner. I mean, he's, I guess maybe a fourth liner on like a Stanley Cup contender. Andrei Burakovsky, yeah, I mean, they're depth guys. I think you go back to you miss Burt tonight. You go back to like Bertuzzi and Burakovsky on that first line. I'm okay with Donato on that second line with Nazar. But even if you want to go Teravine and Nazar, Mikheyev on the second line, put Donato on the third line with Doc, I'm fine with that too. It's just when you lose a piece of your top 6, it hurts because everybody in the lineup has to move up. So Shea Weber was missed. Shut up. The ghost of Shea Weber was missed tonight. Penguins stop betting every night. Katie's been good at drafting lately. Katie has been good drafting lately. He's not good drafting early. Until Bedard proves otherwise, it's obvious and sad to say Mac is just better. All right, Macklin Celebrini's burner, Connor Del Rio. You're not fooling anybody here. You guys, like, you can never hit me with bait like that. You can never hit me with rage bait like that. Like, I see Connor Bedard's offensive package. Like, I know that he is a top shot in the world. I know that he is an unbelievable playmaker. You combine those two things, he's going to be a superstar. He's going to have a higher ceiling than Macklin Celebrini. I don't think Macklin Celebrini is going to ever score 110 points in a season. I think Connor Bedard can definitely do that. So you get paid to score points in this league. So sick two-way play that Celebrini has, but That doesn't normally, nobody ever was saying that Jonathan Toews or Patrice Bergeron or Anze Kopitar was the best player in the world. You can make the argument that they were better than some of the superstars at the time, but nobody ever said that. So I think it's going to be the same way. Seems like our power play has been dog water ever since Kat Kaner left. Our power play was like top 10, top 15 in the league last year. Our power play was good last year. It's been atrocious this season. It's been absolutely dreadful. Our power play is so pitiful. It was amazing last year with less opportunities. What happened? Now we have more chances, and it's awful. It's personnel difference. You had Seth Jones up on the points, and then I think you had Donato on there. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know why it's so much worse. Like they can't enter the zone. They can't win faceoffs. I don't know who was taking the draws last year that was getting them set up in the offensive zone on the power play. Like I don't even know. I don't remember. Like who was taking it's not like they were starting off the power plays with Connor Bedard snapping back faceoff wins. Like that's not. So I don't even remember. Macklin's has been the worst defensively but better offensively. The Sharks' equivalent of this ass beating is a 7-1 game. Yeah, the San Jose Sharks are probably 2.5 years behind the Chicago Blackhawks as far as rebuild is concerned. The San Jose Sharks have more higher-end offensive pieces, but they have literally nothing defensively. I mean, I don't know. And everyone just has been like, oh, Sam Dickinson's a beast. Have you guys watched Sam Dickinson? I don't know if you guys have watched much Sharks hockey to start the year. Sam Dickinson has looked really... I mean, you think Artem Levshunov turns the puck over. Like, Sam Dickinson is a turnover machine. He's obviously going to be good just because of the offensive tools. He's a really good skater. Decent size, but still, I just like... Sam Dickinson's been not good at all. But Mac is better, dude. Why are we blind to it? Not bait. Watch 5 games of the Sharks and tell me he doesn't look better. I do. I watch Sharks hockey. I pay attention. Yeah. He's a better two-way player. He's a better centerman than Connor Bedard. You're missing the point though. The offensive tools that Connor Bedard possesses will make him the better player once Connor Bedard gets better at the faceoff dot. Once Connor Bedard continues to develop the defensive side of his game, he's going to be a better player than Macklin Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini's got an impressive shot. He's got an impressive shot. It's not Connor Bedard's shot. Macklin Celebrini's a good playmaker. He's not as good of a playmaker as Connor Bedard is. He's just not. There's no tweak. Connor Bedard's going to be better than Macklin Celebrini. I'll die on that hill. Until we're into like year 7 and Celebrini is just outproducing and outperforming Bedard every single year. Once we're in year 7, I'll admit, I'll tip my cap, I'll say I was wrong. Till then, I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. Rinzel is so good though outside of this game. Yeah, he stunk tonight. Rather see EDM than Rinzel? That's tweak. That's a bad take. EDM's been getting kind of, I don't know. I watched the highlights in the last Rockford game. They got pummeled, like 5-0. EDM wasn't great. Sharks and Montreal are our future rivals. I know. I love it. Well worth watching them all progress together. Yeah, I've enjoyed watching like the Sharks and the Canadians and the Ducks. Like, I'm watching the Islanders now because of Schaefer. Like, I'm so much more intrigued in the teams with, like, exciting young players. Detroit is. I know I've shit on Steve Yzerman a lot in the Weiser plan and all that. That Finney kid is the real deal. That Berggren kid, I like that Berggren guy a lot, too. Sandine Pellikka can skate like the wind. He looks really promising. The Brinson Nygaard kid, too. Marco Casper. Detroit's got a ton of really exciting young talent coming up. So I think Detroit is like quietly not been in the same conversation as like Montreal and the Blackhawks and San Jose, just because they have like pieces, like current pieces with like Kane and Larkin and DeBrincat and Raymond and Sider. But Detroit is also a really exciting young team, or a really exciting team with young pieces that are starting to play well in the NHL. It's gonna be fun, man. Like, think about that. Like, oh my gosh, dude, we're getting like Detroit Blackhawk Cup Finals or Conference Finals, San Jose versus Chicago, Detroit versus Montreal. Like, whoo! Now we're cooking. It's gonna be fun, man. All right. I need to eat. I need to have a snack. I've chilled and chatted with you guys a bit. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out tonight. I have the post game's going to be up in an hour and a half or so, and then be ready for the Anton Frundell tape review dropping tomorrow. Probably, I need to fucking edit that tonight. Oh shit, man. That's probably going to drop tomorrow around I don't know. I'll probably drop it at like 3 or 4 o'clock. I don't know. I'm going to schedule it and post it around then. So probably when I'm at work or something. But thank you guys so much. Subscribe if you have not. I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the post game and on the Frundell video tomorrow. I hope you all have a fantastic night.